Hey guys, it's Chris with Double Eagle Gunworks, and today we're going to be looking at some long-term storage food because with the way things are going nowadays, you don't know exactly whether there's going to be another pandemic that's going to come about, or the government may do something crazy and shut everything down. So you have to be prepared for everything. So we've went out and picked up some of the Readywise. This is the food supply. This is the emergency food supply. This is 124 servings, and this is up to a 25-year shelf life. Cheesy macaroni, chicken flavored noodle soup, creamy pasta and vegetables, pasta alfredo, Southwest rice and beans, savory stroganoff, tomato basil soup with pasta, apple cinnamon cereal, and then brown sugar and maple multigrain. And then it's also got a couple beverages, whey milk alternative, and orange drink. And then there's some fruit and also desserts in here, some pudding and creamy style yogurt. Depending on where you pick this up, there may be a different mix of food in there. And so just look at the label and see what's on there. And there's also ones with more or less servings in the buckets, just depending on how much you want to get at a time to have in storage. So we've also just picked up some canned chicken to go along with the food supply here. So we picked up some nice big things of canned chicken to have this in storage as well. So it's kind of like opening a big bucket of paint. So you got the
Is there a stirring stick in there?
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay. What's this?
So this is the creamy yogurt,
Ooh, interesting.
and then
That's the pasta alfredo right there.
okay, this is the whey milk alternative. This is the cheesy macaroni.
That's gotta be the fruit.
This is the strawberries.
Yeah.
And this is the vanilla pudding. Southwest rice and beans. More of the Southwest rice and beans. Brown sugar and maple multigrain, so some oatmeal.
Why did they call it multigrain?
Well, they probably didn't want to call it oatmeal. So another pack of that. Some orange drink mix.
I found some more orange drink mix right there.
More orange drink mix.
Is that more orange drink mix?
This is tomato basil soup
yes.
with pasta.
It's never ending.
There's some savory stroganoff.
Is it just me, or does this sound like the menu at Olive Garden?
Tomato basil soup with pasta. Some more of that.
Never ending and kind of Italian-like.
They got any breadsticks in there?
Savory stroganoff, no breadsticks.
Bread molds.
They wouldn't hold up very well.
Nah.
Chicken noodle flavored soup. Or chicken flavored noodle soup, rather.
That's why we have chicken. Heavy chicken.
Creamy pasta and vegetables.
Ooh, we're getting to the end of it.
More
here.
creamy pasta and vegetables.
Apple cinnamon cereal.
Another apple cinnamon cereal. So, this is the container that it comes in. Okay, so now we're going to pick a couple of these things out and see how they taste. Most of the food packages are 4 servings per bag. Your drink mix here, like this one, is 16 servings per bag, and a serving size is like 2 tablespoons of the orange drink mix. And then the whey milk, there's 12 servings in this bag, and again, it's a 2 tablespoon serving size in that.
This.
So, I don't think that would be very good in your cereal, though.
So this is able to be eaten cold if you don't have electricity, but we are gonna warm it.
Some people will use this type food when they go camping. Okay, guys, we're gonna make some of the orange drink here. So this is 2 cups of water, and it says to use 2 tablespoons per cup of water. So combine 2 tablespoons orange drink with 1 cup of cool water. Stir that up. Kind of a peachy color.
Okay, so 2 tablespoons have 110 calories, 29 carbs, no fiber, no fat, and no protein.
Okay, so this is just all sugar.
We'll talk about the color. It's a peachy color. They didn't put a lot of artificial color in here. The smell, tang.
Yeah, it's kind of an orangey Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid. Wow, that brings me back to my childhood.
And we're going to be fixing some of the savory stroganoff, some cheesy macaroni, some tomato basil soup with pasta, and then some brown sugar maple multigrain. So we're going to try to go for the breakfast, lunch, dinner type combinations here, and see how everything is going to turn out. So as soon as we get some water boiled, we'll be back. Okay guys, so now we have the brown sugar and maple multigrain cereal here. So we got a couple of cups of hot water, and we're just going to do about half the pack here. When you open the bags, if you're going to be doing the whole thing, then make sure that you take out the little oxidizer that's in the bag. You don't want to eat that. But if you're just doing partial bag, then mix it up a little bit, because like with this one, all the brown sugar has settled to the bottom of the bag. So make sure you mix it up a little bit if you want to try to get all the ingredients in there. And after reading all the way down to the bottom of the instructions here, it does say that you can use this with just regular water. Doesn't have to be boiling water, but you just let it sit. Put in 3.5 cups of water, mix well, and let it stand for 15 to 20 minutes until it absorbs most of the water. Then you just stir it up a little bit. So we're going to make about half of the bag of oatmeal here, and then we'll let it stand a little while we're making something else. Okay, so there's about half the bag there. There's roughly 2 cups of oatmeal in the bag here. Go ahead and pour that in. It always looks like there's a ton more water than you actually need in these things. Now we're going to mix up some of the tomato basil soup with pasta. So we're going to cut the top of this thing off. And try to find the oxidizer in here. There we go. Make sure we don't eat that. And we're going to put about half of it in the bowl here.
It has actual pasta in it, not just fake pasta.
Yes, it's real pasta. Okay, that's probably about half of it there. And it doesn't smell bad. Smells a little tomatoey. So just add the water. Now we've got the cheesy macaroni here, and we're going to open it up and do the same thing with it. Well, you can smell the cheese. We'll add our water, the macaroni mixed up here, and we're going to let it sit for its specified amount of time here. Okay, and our last dish is the savory stroganoff. So let's open it up. There's our package here, and I'm trying to shake it up a little bit, see if we can get some of the sauce up to the top a little bit. So it has some noodles there.
They're all very different kinds of pasta.
Yes, and then we'll scoop out some of the sauce that's all the way down in the bottom of the bag here. Okay, that's probably about half of everything there. Let's add in our water. And you can see the spices and stuff that are in the savory stroganoff here. So.
Noodles.
Emma likes pasta, if you can't tell. I will try the oatmeal first and see how it tastes.
Smells like oatmeal from those packages.
But less flavorful.
All right.
Not a lot of extra sweetness or anything.
If you probably if we would have mixed up the whole package and gotten all of the brown sugar and stuff in it, might have a little bit more flavor to it, but it's not bad. It's and just the more you cook it while the water's actually boiling, then the softer the oats, of course, would get. But
Kind of standard fare.
Good.
for oatmeal, that's good. But now we've skipped from breakfast up to lunch now, and we're having the tomato basil soup with pasta. So let's and again, the more you cook it, the thicker the soup will be. So let's try that.
Should have cooked it more. Crunchy.
The noodles are still a little crunchy. Yep.
Have some patience with this one.
So you gotta let your pasta cook long enough. But the base of the soup itself, the tomato part of it, it's
Standard.
good. It's a good tomato flavor. It's
a little bit
cheesy.
It's got kind of a little bit of a cheese hint to it, but it's
It's not very tomatoey.
The tomatoes taste more like peppers when you first bite into them.
well, it's got a little bit of pepper in the red pepper in the sauce. So
That was some unmixed in.
Yeah. Take your time, and if you have power, use it.
yeah, this would be much better. It was actually cooked on the stove and let the pasta boil long enough to soften it up, because right now it's on the hard side of al dente. It's still got a little bit of crunch to it. Next we will try the macaroni and cheese. So it looks a lot like a Kraft macaroni type setup. So
Tastes like it too.
not a real heavy cheese flavor,
Cheese powder.
but yeah, it's just a powdered cheese. But it's good, and the pasta was cooked long enough on this one, so it has a better texture.
Honestly, I would salt it and butter it if you had the option.
Yeah. It needs a little more flavor to it as far as adding some spices, some salt, butter. If you got real cheese to put with it, it would help out.
That's a good thing when you're cooking something for someone who you don't know, because if you do still have spices in your kitchen, you can put them on there. Presumably, this is for a power outage or a quarantine situation.
But to get you through a situation, this would be good.
Hunger is the best sauce.
Okay, so the last one we have is the savory stroganoff. So it's supposed to be like a beef stroganoff type dish. So let's give it a try.
That's the best of them. It reminds me of the sort of thing I would eat in college. You'd get those dehydrated soups and cook them.
It has a good flavor. Now, if you don't like onion, does have a lot of onion in the sauce, but most stroganoff does have onion and garlic in it anyway. But it's probably the best of the four that we've tried. It's the flavor of it is probably the best of the bunch.
So, I don't like this.
You don't like
the soup.
tomato basil?
I like this better.
She likes the oatmeal.
This is okay, but it has too much onion for me.
Okay.
I like the mac and cheese best.
All right.
Imagine that. An 11-year-old likes the mac and cheese best. Go figure.
To see more of that 11-year-old, watch her drink tea on a regular basis on Tea and a Good Book.
So, if you're looking for a source for some food storage and you want to have some just in case of emergency or anything, then the Readywise, with what we've tried so far, seems like it would be a good option for you. Now, as far as how long it actually keeps on the shelf, we just bought it today, so not sure about the whole 25-year lifespan. And
We'll update you in 25 years.
so in 25 years, I'll check back with you. We'll update the video and we'll let you know whether or not it's still around, if we're still around. So check out more information on doublelegalgunworks.com and like and subscribe down at the bottom. We'll talk to you later. Thanks.